everybody. We are back for day 2 of our lender edition of Social Strategies Simplified with Sue, where we break down the social media strategies of top industry professionals who are gaining extraordinary reach and ROI on their content while actually creating less. What I am doing is demonstrating to you through the hub and spoke content framework how you too can apply these strategies to your business to simplify. Now, if you are not in the same business as this person, do not worry, as these strategies are universal and these best practices can be applied to any business. So I am always looking for amazing people to feature. So if you know anyone that you see doing amazing things on social media that you would like to replicate, or perhaps you are that incredible model for others to follow and that I can break down, drop your page or their name and page and social channels in the comments. Speaking of that, if you are with me live, give me a hashtag live in the comments. And if you are watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay. And also, if you would like to catch up on past episodes, which include lawyers, realtors, this week is a lender, who knows what we'll be doing from here, all kinds of not only regulated industry professionals, regulated services professionals, which is what we're starting with, but we'll be expanding into a variety of different businesses to feature so that you can align with something that you see that works well. So yesterday we introduced Minh Nguyen, who has a What's a Mortgage brand associated with not only his personal brand, but the team that he works with in mortgage lending. Now, the first thing we did, and I'm going to do a quick breakdown, just our overview of yesterday. We started by noticing the different look that Minh has when you go to his mortgage page versus others that work, that's a different one, and that's a different one, that work for the same company. This stands out, right? So this is what we're seeking to accomplish. And we see this a lot in regulated professional services because one, a lot of people are fearful of the regulation. Two, people are busy. You guys are selling, you're on the phone, you're hitting the pavement, maybe not as much now as you used to be, but some of you are getting back at it. And the goal is quite often that you're always talking to people. But the idea is that with what Minh is doing, he is talking to potentially thousands of people at once, establishing his brand, establishing his thought leadership, and a community of people who are ongoing referring him business and leads. So by creating these types of strategies, you actually are saving your time for the longer term where you can get back on that phone and get back out to the streets and having conversations and networking with live humans once that's safe, right? So the thing that we also noted yesterday is how Minh draws you into not only his community on social media, which we're going to dive deeper into today, but gives you an enormous amount of information through which he grabs your email address, so that well-known lead magnet, which is this. So you can download this from Minh, which again is a different downloadable than you're going to see on some of these other websites that the lenders have from the templated model. He has this customized for himself, so it really is recognizable, and it is a thorough 61-page document. So again, don't let that overwhelm you, because one time you create, multiple times, constantly, forevermore, you distribute. And so I was so excited today because this was perfect timing. I went over because I want to start with his YouTube channel, and he did exactly a perfect thing for me to demonstrate for you today based on this model. So if we jump on over to his YouTube channel, we can see here he's got a nicely branded banner with his logo, his likeness, and he lets us know that he is live streaming on Monday and Wednesday on YouTube and Facebook, and on Tuesdays on Instagram. So he's hitting different audiences. He has, you can come down and see he's got his channel trailer, introduction to him and the wrap up of the mortgage process. And you can see that he is, when he goes live, he then packages up these videos and places them into playlists on his YouTube channel. Now again, when you see this at first sight, it looks like a lot of work. And it is, don't get me wrong, it takes some effort to put into it, but when you create something up front, like this document, you have essentially created yourself an everlasting content calendar with ideas that in your genius and in your area of expertise, you can speak to on a daily basis. So what made me so excited when I came over and looked at his YouTube channel was he actually demonstrated exactly that by, again, we come over to his playlists here. He has updated his Ultimate Mortgage Guide, and he has the 2021 update and review of the Ultimate Mortgage Guide. So you guys, this is a great opportunity that as things change over time, of course, you're going to create a document like that. Things are going to need to be updated, especially when it comes to regulated professional services that have new laws and regulations and things changing over time. But as the expert, you know where those things are, you know what to go back to and update, and then you can do something like this to create a video.
Are you struggling to decrease your
Again, we have to watch the ad for one more second before we skip it.
United States citizen. What type of citizenship are you, right? Are you a U.S. citizen? Are you a permanent resident? Are you here on a work visa?
So he did a 30-minute video. This is probably, it premiered, or he's got it premiering coming up, but it's on his playlist already. So he's focusing on particular things in this topic. What type of home buyer are you? And he has labeled it, you know, his lead-in thumbnail is indicating that this is an update to his home buyer guide. So you can see the brand alignment that carries over from his videos that he does to the lead magnet that he shares with the Ultimate Mortgage Guide, all of the information you need to know from start to finish, with his lender page that features him very uniquely, sharing what he does to provide this educational value, and it all ties back together again. So you recognize him, he meets you on the channel that you favor, right? So a lot of people might say, depending on what they focus on, or what perhaps they have a specific target audience, that could be baby boomers and empty nesters, that could be first-time home buyers that are just getting married. So you may consider where your audience is based on your specialization. That could be Instagram, that could be Facebook, it could be YouTube, it could be TikTok. But what a lot of these people that I'm featuring are doing is making sure that they're actually on each of those channels, but what simplifies the process is that larger piece of content that gives you the ideas and the material to pull off spokes of content like individual videos that you can then go live, put on YouTube, put over on Facebook. He also does it on Instagram, so that you are replicating a repeatable process that once you get down and once you establish that structure is easy to do and enables you to not always be in new creation mode, but really delivery and distribution mode. So it does then give you more time to get on the phone with those clients that you love, sit down in meetings with them if you're able and safely, or get on those Zoom calls and do the transactions and do the business and continue to maintain those relationships. That's the other key to consider is after you close these deals, and whether it's a case, whether it is a home sale or a purchase or a loan, whatever that is, once you close these deals, these are the very things that also allow you to maintain those relationships with those clients for the longer term, so that when they do go from first-time home buyer to vacation home investor or empty nester, that you are the person that they come back to because you have continued to be in their life, not always having to pick up the phone and call them every week or show up at their house, but by sharing information with them on a consistent basis so that you continue to be the go-to expert in their life and in their mind. So you're the person they come back to, and you are the person that they always remember to also then refer their friends to. And this is purely done through educational marketing, being of service, and reusing and repurposing valuable content across the digital landscape in a way that makes it easy for you to do. So this was a great example of him coming back to that exact document that I referenced yesterday, doing an update, giving people that call to action to download. And the other thing that I want to point out here too as well is we did this when we did the lawyer edition, making sure that if you are using YouTube, one, he's got a very full description here about what he's all about, what his focus is, why he's doing what he's doing to empower and connect people with the right mortgage, but also note that this disclaimer information is here as well. So this again is something that in the clients that I work with, if they're not yet very active on social media, may be an area of concern. So it really is, you can put yourself out there, demonstrate your expertise, build your community, be of service, and just make sure that you have these disclaimers placed in any of the locations that the social media channel allows you to. So that might not give you a lot of space on Twitter, but again, people are doing it there. There are ways to make sure that you're meeting the regulations of your business so that you don't need to worry about doing anything wrong in getting your brand out there to the world. So following Minh's model, if you're a lender or anyone really in any business, especially with the structure like this, however, that at the corporate level there's templates, but you want to be the person who stands out like this. And if you create something like this, you can then easily create a channel like this from your expertise, from the plan you have laid out from yourself in your hub content, and then the other pieces will all come together that will allow you to continue to distribute and gain recognition for your thought leadership and grow your business. So I hope this has been helpful. If you're getting any ideas from what Minh has done with his hub content and the way that he distributes throughout the social media channels, starting with video that we reviewed today, give me a note in the comments. If you'd like to learn more and want to stay tuned to these videos, I'm happy to tag you when I go live, but I'm also putting all of them into an incredible repository called the Social Media Vault. So feel free to go to socialmediavault.com, drop your email in there, and it's almost ready, and I will send you a message and you can log in for free and have access to all of these demonstrations. So if you have anyone you would like to see broken down, please feel free to drop me a note in the comments and I will take a look to see if they're a great example to demonstrate for all of you. So have a wonderful day and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. We'll dive into Minh's Facebook to see what he's doing